What the? Well, hello again, Bulldog fans, and welcome to the Lady Bulldogs Diamond here on the campus of Greenwood High School. Tim Terry along with you here this evening as we try to beat the rain and get in some softball 5A West action, and the Siloam Springs Lady Panthers have made their way to town. Should be a game that Coach Saki, I'm certain, has circled as a sweep. If you look down the schedule, the Lady Bulldogs, if they've struggled a bit, this year would be the year to say they have. They're 8-7, which is an odd record for the softball squad over the last few years, as we've been pretty dominant. You look at all the state finals appearances, championships for sure since 2015. We've been one of the best programs in the state, and between with us and Sheridan and Benton, really splitting the time on the softball side for our classification. But 8-7 coming in, 3-3 in conference would be considered a slow start, just to in air quotes, for Coach Saki. But a young team here, only 2 seniors. One of them's out for the season. We just found out that Lawson is out for the season. So Cutsinger is our only senior out in center field. And so a lot of youth on this squad, but that's good when you're still competitive. And they've won some games this year with a lot of youth. That sure bodes well for the future. Siloam coming in, they've struggled. Their softball program has over the last few years. And again, 2-13 here on the season. I'm looking down their schedule. I only see one game against Greenbrier and only one against Van Buren. I don't know if weather was an issue, but they were swept by Alma and Mountain Home, so they're 0-6 in conference play, according to the Scorebook Live app, is where most people keep all their. I see Van Buren doubleheader later on, so that other Van Buren game must have been in a tournament. So we'll get rid of one of those conference games and tell you that they're 0-5. Probably the same for that Greenbrier matchup, although I don't see them playing them anywhere down the line. I don't even know if Greenbrier's in our conference. Yeah, they are in spring sports. So 0-5 coming in. Their head coach, Emily Grace Ruggieri, for the Lady Panthers. And they're in their road black, top and bottom here this afternoon's overcast. As you know, there's some drizzle in the area. Storm has moved through last night, so I hope all those that were affected. And for sure, if you're listening up in Siloam, if you had any of the tornado that came through up there a few weeks back, I hope everybody's all right and recovering. We dodged the bullets last night, but there may be some more coming in today, so we're going to try to get these games underway. And there's baseball also going on across the way beyond center field here at the Lady Bulldogs Diamond. Greenwood's in their home white tops with navy blue pants. Lawson out there with a brace on her left knee and crutches, so I hate to see that for the senior here in her senior campaign. Wind coming out of the south at about 13 miles an hour here, 78 degrees, but overcast. Pretty good weather, really, temperature-wise. That wind is not favorable for the softball field. A ball that goes the other way down the right side can get aided by some wind, but anything to the left side is going to be hurt by that southerly wind. For the Lady Panthers, Hannah Mather is leading off. She's their shortstop. Aubrey Dry is in left field. Cadence Pendergast is third base. Josie Samarin is their pitcher. Aspen Downing is their catcher. Hillary Buffington is in right field. Jalen Avery is their designated player. Morgan Williamson is their first baseman. Kaylee Castaneda is their second baseman. And not in the lineup, but playing in center is Avery Speed. The Lady Bulldogs, 8-7 on the year, 3-3 in conference. coming off of a state championship appearance last year. Benton was just really outclassed them last year. Both teams had a lot of talent, but those Benton Lady Panthers were something to behold. They were impressive. And Macy Cutsingers in center field. She'll lead off. Maddie Cartwright's at short. Charlie Taylor is at third, or is it right field, or left field rather. Tori Howard plays third base. Paige Pugh is at first base. Brianna Taylor is the designated player. Haley McAdams is pitching here in game one. Taylor Nichols, the catcher, her battery mate. Ireland Cooper is at second base. She'll bat ninth. And Natalie Horn is the flex and right fielder. Players are lined up and they're ready for the Star Spangled Banner. I guess they're going to skip the Pledge of Allegiance. That usually goes in there at some point, but that's fine with me. I think we're all allegiant here at the softball field. Looking forward to this. My first time to see the girls softball team this year. In particular, Miss Haley McAdams in the circle. Pitching always is the key to high school. I mean, you have to have some folks that can swing a bat, but if you've got a pitcher, you can make a lot of waves. And obviously McAdams, a right-hander. What grade's Haley? Sophomore. So that's always positive to have some youth in that circle. Obviously, I'm familiar with Charlie Taylor, who's been on the field quite a bit. Was really a solid catcher for a while. She's out on the left today. And of course, Cutsinger, a senior, going to Oklahoma Baptist. And then, of course, Cartwright's at short, and we all know what Cartwright's done for Greenwood so far this year with a basketball championship. So we're ready to go here. Here's Hannah Mather leading off for Siloam, their shortstop, a right-handed bat. 4:33 first pitch. And it's a flare to Ireland Cooper, gobbles it up at second, over to first, out number one. That's what I'm talking about. One pitch, one out. 4-3 if you're scoring at home. And here's Aubrey Dry, their left fielder, another right-handed bat. You know you're living right when you get in here in the booth and they bring you a plate of fettuccine Alfredo from Taliano's. We're going to have a long break between innings. The first pitch is upstairs for ball one. Wow. I'm trying to keep Stuart Leonard out of it. He's eyeballing it off to my left. Right. Here's the 1-0. And it's a chopper right back to McAdams. No problem for Haley. I love a pitcher that can fill the position. That's 1-3 on the putout. 3 pitches in, 2 down. Here's Cadence Pendergrast. She's their third baseman. Right-handed bat. Even with the bag over at third for Greenwood. First pitch swinging right to Coop. And Ireland, no problem. A little pop out to the second baseman. 1, 2, 3. They go on a 4-pitch inning for Haley McAdams. That's how you do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. Lady Bulldogs coming to bat in the bottom of the first. No score here in 5A West Conference Softball. Doubleheader. We'll take a quick break on Greenwood Sports Center. We welcome you back to Lady Bulldog Diamond here. Macy Cutsinger, the Lady Bulldogs center fielder, will lead it off. Right-handed bat. Samarin in the circle for Siloam, a right-handed pitcher. And the first one is over but low for ball one to Macy Cutsinger. Siloam in black tops, black trousers, T-shirt tops with the SS logo on the front. Cutsinger rips that one to shortstop. She boots it, and Macy's on. We like that. Get on base however it takes. Here's Maddie Cartwright, the Greenwood shortstop. Another right-handed bat. Two sport athletes. Squared the bunt. They called a strike. Cutsinger swipes the bag. She stayed on. So quickly in scoring position for Macy, for Maddie. Macy's in scoring position for Maddie to score her. Yeah, there we go. One strike count. Cartwright now will be swinging away. Inside. 1-1. Good pitch. Good take. The lights are on over at the baseball field. Not on here yet, but probably won't be long. Just overcast. Sun wanting to peek out. And that one's low. It's Cutsinger with a good read on the ball that got by the catcher, or away from her, Downing, the catcher. Swipe third. Not a whole lot of room behind first or behind home plate here to the backstop. So you really got to be on your horse if you're going to try to score from there. And Cartwright does the work. Over to second base, she hit the other way and gets the RBI. She's out at first, but that's how you do it. 1-0 Greenwood. Of course, you want to hit one and liner out into the gap and not get out, but that's beautiful softball by Cartwright. Just to go the other way and make sure you get her across. Here's Charlie Taylor. First one's a called strike. 1-0 Greenwood with one out. Lady Bulldogs trying to get above 500 in conference. And Taylor smokes one. There's that one past the second baseman. That's going to be into the fence. That's extra bases. Saki's giving her the green light for a stand-up triple here for Taylor. And beautiful. Quality softball player. Charlie Taylor with an easy one-out triple. And now Torrey Howard, our third baseman. Another right-handed bat. Samarin spins it, brings it home. In there for a called strike. Taylor over at third with one out here in the bottom of the first. 4-pitch inning in the top half. And a changeup froze her up. That's strike 2 for Torrey Howard. 0-2. She'll have to protect now. Tip that one off the catcher's hat. Stays alive. Greenwood and old script kind of Western letters across the front from the white jerseys. Navy blue numerals front and back. Here's the 0-2 to second base. Again, good job of getting it to the other side and getting the run across. So another 4-3 put out with another RBI. And it's 2-0. Here's Paige Pugh. Paige is our first baseman. Right-handed bat. 2-0 Greenwood. Swing and a miss. 0-1 for Paige Pugh. Here comes the sun, peeking through some clouds. Fantastic. Got to write a song about it. Maybe there is. Change-up, nasty little change-up from Samarin. I give her credit. That's froze me up, too. It's 0-2 now. Pugh's got to protect just like Howard had to. Here it is. Rips this one to center. The center fielder Speed, showing some speed, got over there and makes the catch for out number 3. But some damage was done for the Lady Bulldogs. 2 runs. There was a hit and an error, and the Lady Bulldogs lead 2-0 after the first inning. We'll take a quick break here on Greenwood Sports Center. Are back. And a 4-pitch first inning for McAdams. Spectacular work. Almost a steak dinner. If you get 3 outs, 3 pitches, the coach buys you a steak dinner. But Saki dodged the bullet in the first. So in the second, the first one's fouled off, and that's Josie Samarin, their pitcher. And strike 1 to her. Haley McAdams brings it. This one's in the air. Cooper at second has drawn a bead and makes the catch. So a pop out to the second baseman. There's 1 down. Here's Aspen Downing. She's the battery mate for Samarin. She's their catcher. Right-handed bat. We've seen all righties so far for both teams. 2-0 Greenwood, top of the second. 5A West softball doubleheader. That one's upstairs to Downing. Ball 1. Everybody pretty much straight away defensively. Maybe a step inside the bag at the corners over at first for sure. That's way upstairs and out of and outside. 2-0 now. Howard with the mask on. I'm Rick Adams, I beg your pardon. In the pitcher circle. There's one laced to Cutsinger. She'll drift back towards the wall, and that one's off the wall. Got over her head, and it's a double for Aspen Downing. It's a nice hit. Cutsinger, who's got good speed out there, couldn't do anything with that one, just went over her head. And here's Hillary Buffington, their right fielder, another right-handed bat. As Siloam was a runner in scoring position. Wow, an inside strike, caught some black in there. We can handle that if we get that call all night. 0-1 to Buffington. Way upstairs. As Taylor Nichols went out and got that one, kept the runner at second. Pretty good play back there for her. McAdams spins it on the right hip, brings it in. There's the one lifted to the left. Taylor sizes it up. Charlie's got it, no problem. Out number 2. It's F7 if you're scoring at home. Here's Jalen Avery, their designated player. Another right-handed bat. With 2 outs now here in the top of the second. 2-0 Lady Bulldogs. Let's see if McAdams can get around that 1-out double. Just inside. Ball 1. Ronnie Saki. Let's see. This is his 9th season? 9th season as head coach? Tip foul on that one, 1-1 for Jalen Avery. He won the title in 15. I think he was here a couple years. Heck, maybe his 10th year. Here's McAdams. And that's just a little hello check swing, and it's flared to right. Good job. The right fielder brings it home, but not in time as Downing scores. And it's an RBI single for Avery, Jalen Avery. 2-1. Almost a check swing that time from Avery, and it just, the bat ran into the ball, and out to right field she went. Here's Morgan Williamson. She's their first baseman, another right-handed bat. 2-1 as the Lady Panthers are on the board. That one's fouled back into the netting. Strike 1. Saki has sure been successful here. Had a great group of talent. Still has a lot of talent. Good coaching. Elmore on his staff here. Coach Pope, I believe, is down there still yet. That one's low. 1-1. But he's the king of working an official. I've never seen anybody, one that knows the rule book as well as Ronnie. Swing and a miss. 1-2. And the way he can manipulate to the catcher what he wants to tell the umpire is gold. I don't know. I've seen him, should have been tossed many a time, made it through. That one bounced in. The runner's going. They throw down, but not in time. As Taylor had a little bit of trouble finding it, Taylor Nichols had a little trouble finding it behind the dish. 2-2, and Avery is down to second base for Siloam. Here's McAdams in the circle. Kicks and fires. That's it right back to her. Hey, way to go. Scoop it up over to first base. Well done. I love fielding the position up there at pitcher. We had some action, though, in the second inning. They had 2 hits for the Lady Panthers. Scored a run. Left one on base. 2-1. Greenwood leads here in the first game of this 5A West doubleheader. Ladies softball. And we're live on Greenwood Sports Center. We'll take a quick break. We are back here at the Lady Bulldog softball diamond. Bree Taylor, our DP, digs in to start the bottom of the second inning. She's a right-handed bat and looks at strike one. Samarin back to work in the circle. That's way outside. 1-1 now to Brianna Taylor. Right-handed bat. 2-1 Greenwood. Got two across in the first. The Panthers got one in the top of the second. Swing and a miss from Taylor, 1-2. A double by their catcher Downing. Got her in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a changeup. Hey, good job of Taylor to wait on it. Still was a little ahead, but she waited on it. That changeup is nasty from Samarin. I'm impressed. One and two. This one's lifted out of play, foul right side towards the Dr. Ken Hamilton tennis courts. 1-2. I just made that up, but it probably should be named after him. Taylor digs in from the right side. Here is the 1-2. And it's way upstairs, 2-2 now. Count is even. Nobody on here in the second, just leading off batter. There's the changeup again. She waited on it. And that one's got a beeline for my vehicle. Fouled up over the top. 2-2. Here it is. That one's chopper quickly to the third baseman, playing up. Good job fielding it over there from Pendergrass. And Taylor gets thrown out 5-3. Here comes the pitcher, Haley McAdams, see if she can help herself out. I like to see a pitcher that can fill the position and also a pitcher that can hit well. Here she is digging in. A rather right-handed bat. That one's inside. That looks like the one and only Kent Elmore behind the dish in blue today. If not, it should be. Swing and a miss, some high heat. McAdams 1-1 now for Greenwood. Taylor Nichols on deck. Lady Dogs up 2-1. Samarin spins it on the left thigh and brings it home. And that one's a ball. 2-1. Greenwood occupying the first base dugout, of course, here at Lady Bulldog Field. It's 200 all the way around here. Right field, left field, center field. That one's low. 3-1 now. McAdams with a good eye up there for Greenwood. She's out of the box. Now digging back in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. A little late on it. She knew she was going to get a strike. She wasn't quite ready for it. Full count now. And Samarin working quickly on the rubber. That's a rip to right field, and the right fielder makes a great play. Buffington over there, just Statue of Liberty one, is running with the glove out, and robs McAdam of extra bases. F9, there's 2 down. Here's Taylor Nichols, our catcher, another right-handed bat. Right. Nichols batting in the 8-hole. First pitch swinging, and it's straight up over the top and into Tim's GMC. 0-1 the count. Ireland Cooper will bat if Nichols can extend the inning. Nichols, the Lady Bulldogs catcher, leading 2-1. There's a hot shot, scattered him in the Greenwood dugout. And Cooper on deck circle, wasn't quite ready. Got Nichols giggling, though, so I'm hoping Cooper's all right. Taylor had to gather herself. Maybe put on some of her catcher's gear over there in the on deck circle. Here, the 0-2 to Taylor Nichols. And this one's fouled back out of play towards the tennis courts. Nichols battling up there. And here it is, still 0-2. One back up the box. Hey, a 2-out single. Well done. That's a great at-bat for Taylor Nichols. And a single out to center field. Brings up Ireland Cooper. Hopefully she's settled down from the hot shot she just received while in the on-deck circle. Ireland's been busy defensively. A lot of action over at second base. Let's see if she can keep this inning alive here. Bottom of the second, there's 2 outs. Greenwood's up 2-1. And Coop will dig in. She's our 9-hole. They creep at third. And that's inside. There goes the runner. She's safe. Nice, Nichols. That is not Nichols. That's her courtesy runner. Who was it? Morgan Coryell is her courtesy runner. Number 0. And there goes the runner to third, and she's out. Yeah, was waiting for it. She ran slid right into the ball. I guess just see if she held on to the ball and cut down at third. So it's a caught stealing. 1-5. Well, they had a hit. No runs, no errors. Nobody was left on base in the second inning. We've played 2 full innings here, game 1 of this 5A West doubleheader. Greenwood 2, Siloam Springs 1. Lady Bulldogs softball on Greenwood Sports Center. Well, we're back. Caught stealing over at third. The old adage is you don't want to make the third out at third or home. So a base running gaff, I would say, would be how the notes will read in Coach Saki's book tomorrow. We'll get back to work, though, defensively. Here we are in the top of the third, leading 2-1. And for Siloam, it's Kaylee Castaneda, their second baseman. Another right-handed bat just over the outstretched arms of Pugh at first. That line drive just out of reach. And first pitch swinging and a leadoff single. Top of the order now with Hannah Mather. Mather grounded out to second base to start the ball game. She's 0 for 1 today, and that one's a called strike. Top of the third. That's upstairs. 1-1 now to Hannah Mather. See Andy Tiffey over in the dugout for Siloam, one of the assistant coaches. Upstairs, 2-1. I believe she was a former Southside great, if I'm not mistaken. 2-1, Greenwood leads. The count's 2-1 to Mather, their shortstop. And inside to McAdams, or for McAdams. She's got to come with a strike here, put another runner on. Nobody out, top of the third. Tim Terry with you. Glad to have you aboard. On the YouTube Greenwood Sports Center. Hot shot to third. Waiting for Cooper to get to second. She got there finally. Yeah, that's all right. We got the force out. We'd like to see that. Mather's on with the fielder's choice. And Castaneda's cut down 5-4 on the putout for out number 1. And Aubrey Dry, their left fielder, grounded out to the pitcher her first time up. This is a shot to short. Cartwright gobbles over to second for 1. Got him! Rack him up! 6-4-3 double play. Fantastic work from Cartwright and a good exchange of Cooper there at second base. Nothing better than the old double play. 6-4-3 to end the inning. Mather will be out 6-4 at second. Fantastic work for the Lady Bulldog defense. Middle of the third inning, Greenwood still leading 2-1 over Siloam. As Cooper will come up to bat. She was batting when the courtesy runner was cut down, so it'll be Ireland Cooper's chance again. 9-1-2. Cutsinger Cartwright due up in the bottom of the third. We'll just stay right here. They keep quick changing me in the middle of these innings. Smaller field. So in baseball, we get at least a pretty good break in between. Of course, those wimpy boys have to take about 1 million warm-up pitches over there between innings. These girls will pitch 500 pitches a week. They don't care. Got one girl go all season. And we're ready to go. Cooper back in there. In the bottom of the third. Oh, and a little California Love walk-up song. Okay. Yeah, I'm in for that. Yeah, California knows how to party. That's right. I've heard that. They used to, anyway. I can't speak for what's going on out there right now. Here's Coop. Upstairs, ball 1. Ireland Cooper, our second baseman today. Right-handed bat. Everybody's right-handed for both teams. We've been through both lineups so far. That's inside. Nope. Elmore liked the little black. 1-1. Saki down at the third base coaching box. Elmore's over at first. 2-1 Greenwood leads here in the bottom of the third. That's upstairs. 2-1. Easter coming up this weekend. Hope y'all enjoy the season. Get to church, had some eggs. There's a little chopper to the third baseman, gobbled across the diamond. Out number 1. Coop, good speed, but couldn't outrun that one. 5-3 on the putout. Top of the order we go to Macy Cutsinger. Reached on our error. Her first at-bat, scored a run. And it's a 2-1 lead. Let's see if Macy can find some green grass. First pitch, high, I suppose. Ball 1. Wind still howling straight out of the south. It was at 13 miles an hour. Old Glory's pretty much full starch out in center field. And low, 2-0. Cutsinger, quality softball player. Lots of speed, but I like to see that she stayed on the right side. A lot of these slappers will create themselves a weapon with the speed they've got and turn her around to the left side, but she stayed here, and she's got a 3-0 count. Bottom of the third. Taking all the way, and it's in there for a called strike. Three and one now. Let's see if Macy swings away. Got something to hit, and it's the other way, and just foul, though. Slicing down the right field side, so the count's full. I look across towards the Bulldog baseball diamond. I see a bunch of guys in white out of the dugout giving high fives. That means there's a home run hit. Somebody's gone yard across the way. Hopefully, a lot of runs were on. It's full count here to Cutsinger with one out in the bottom of the third. Chopper to short, gobbled up there by Mather. Pulled the first baseman, so Cutsinger again reaching on an error. We'll take it. I called an error in the first inning. The second baseman should have fielded it, hit her glove. Here's Cartwright, grounded out to the second baseman, but she got an RBI as Cutsinger had stole second and third. And her shot to second base got Cutsinger in. Let's see if she's going again on first pitch. There she goes. The pitch is inside. She'll be there easily. Ball one to Cartwright is way inside. You almost just go ahead and put her on third base, really, if she gets on, because I'm sure there's a couple of catchers in the league that can get her, but here is the 1-0, and it's upstairs and outside. 2-0 now to Cartwright. So this is a hitter's count. Let's see if Maddie can be patient and square one up. Well, we're going to see the change up here. Nope. It's over but low, 3-0. We'll take that. Charlie Taylor on deck. She's faunching at the bit, wanting to get out there and extend this lead. Here's Cartwright's 3-0. And right down the middle, boy, you don't know when it's time for a green light, but 3 balls and a strike to the Greenwood shortstop, Madison Cartwright. Here it is. Inside, and she walked her. So it's first and second now. It's our first walk, I believe, for either team. A base on balls. And now Charlize Taylor will bat. Tripled and scored her first time up. She's 1 for 1. Ripped one to right center. And she's looking at one runner in scoring position for sure. Squared the bunt, not there. Called strike. I'm not sure if she thought she didn't pull the bat back or if it was just a strike to pitch. But it's 0-1 either way to Charlie Taylor. There's a changeup, just couldn't wait long enough, and it's fouled back into the net. 0-2. First and second for the Lady Bulldogs here in the bottom of the third. They lead 2-1. Cutsinger at second, Cartwright's at first. Reached on an error and walked. That's way outside. 1-2 now. Like to see the ladies open up a big inning here, put a crooked number up like they did in the first. And tip foul. Taylor taking a home run, hacks at it. I like that. Charlie was a pretty good soccer player back in the day, too. Little league ball. Here's the 1-2 from Samarin. And the changeup was low. Nasty. 2-2. Nice take from Taylor. That thing looked fat to me coming in there about 4 miles an hour. I don't know how she laid off of it, but the bottom fell out of it. 2-2. This one's ripped out to right, but it's a blooper. The second baseman couldn't get there. Everybody had to hold just in case. Coach is going to send Cutsinger home. She's safe. Cartwright was a good base running over to third, and Taylor will scoot up as they tried to throw home to get Cutsinger, and Taylor makes it to second base. Fantastic. That just heads up from Saki to go ahead and green light Cutsinger as he saw the ball come into second. And then well done from Cartwright to come on over So Taylor with an RBI single. A ball to Torrey Howard now, who digs in for Greenwood. One out here, 3-1 now, Lady Bulldogs. Bottom of the third, looking for more with runners at second and third. Howard, the third baseman, takes ball 2. 2-0. She had an RBI ground out to second base her first time up. 3-0. And Samarin smarting a bit in the circle for Siloam. Things are maybe unraveling here. Let's see if Greenwood can open this thing up. That's in there for a called strike, taking on 3-0. So she's came with a strike on the 3 occasions that she's had a 3-0 count. At what time you want to factor in a green light there, because she's throwing good pitches on that 3-0. There you go. A chopper to short. That's going to score Cartwright, no problem. Across to first. Taylor's got to get down, and she did not. She's out and was tagged high. She may be in a little bit of pain as she didn't get down for the slide. The run is going to score. Cartwright's run will count. Howard's going to be out. Who fielded that? The shortstop? Yeah. The original hit? Yeah, 6-3 on the putout. Then Taylor's going to be cut down 3-5 at second base to end the inning. But the damage was done. There was a 1 hit. 2 runs came across. No one in, well, 1 left on base. No one left on base. Taylor was out at third. That's right. 4-1, the Lady Bulldogs lead as we head to the top of the 4th inning. Quick break on Greenwood Sports Center. I finally finished off the fettuccine Alfredo chicken, that is. Took me a minute, but we made it through. Navigated the between innings eating. I've done this long enough. I'm pretty good. I'm a professional at scouring down food during commercial breaks. Here's Haley McAdams back to work for the Lady Bulldogs in the circle. And that's Caden Pendergast at the dish and fouls one off. I think that went off the umpire's helmet. Strike 1 to their third baseman. Popped out to Cooper over at second to end the first inning. She's 0 for 1 today. Pendergast. Swing and a miss. No 1-2. Haley McAdams, a sophomore. Twirls it there on the right hip. And now rocks and fires. That's upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The lights are on now here at the softball diamond. We saw a little bit of sun for 15 seconds, and it's gone back into the clouds as the storms are trying to move in again tonight. So we'll be on the lookout. That one's upstairs and got away from Nichols. 2-2. McAdams has the side, toes the rubber. Swings the right arm through. Just missed upstairs. Full count. Four to 1, Greenwood leads here in the top of the 4th. 7-inning ball games here in softball. Doubleheader. Swing and a miss. And our first strikeout. And Josie Samarin, their pitcher, popped out to the second baseman to start the second inning. Samrin is a right-handed bat as well. Trying to help herself out, like needing a base runner. Tripped that one right at the third baseman. Nice flag down there at third by Tori Howard. It's not Tori Howard. Oh, yeah, Bree Taylor. You're right. So the DP's over at third. I got you. That or my lineup was wrong. 2 outs. Whoa. McAdams. 3-1 at the mascot. Bull Durham style. Aspen Downing batting for Siloam. Doubled her last time up. Scored their only run. And that one's pulled foul. Just caught the netting. That was heading out to Daisy Street. It's called a strike around here. 1-1. Four to 1, Greenwood leads. I said 7 innings. If we can put a 6 spot up here in a minute, or 7, maybe we can get a run rule. 10 after 5. Way outside. Nuke Lelouch. Watched Bull Durham the other night on Turner Classic Movies, I believe. Opening weekend of baseball. They ran out a few of them. It's good. Unreal. What a great show. 2-1, or 2-1 now. Chopper just foul outside third base. 2-2, exactly. Deuce is wild here in the top of the 4th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And McAdams in the circle. She spins it, ready to go. That one's lifted to center. Just a base hit. Nice piece of hitting for Downing. She's 2 for 2 today now for Siloam. And a bright spot for the Lady Panthers. Single and a double. Halfway to the cycle. Here's Hillary Buffington. She's their right fielder. Flied out to left. Her first time up to Taylor out there. Charlie Taylor. 0 for 1. Here's a chopper to Cartwright. She'll charge, gobble, across the diamond. No problem to Pugh. That's how you do it. 6-3 on the putout. No harm for the ladies here in the 4th. There was a hit. 1 run left on base. No runs, though. Middle of the 4th. 4-1 Greenwood. What's the update from the baseball diamond? Any idea? Jay Strozier Dylan Strozier with a home run for the boys over there earlier. It's 4-3. Greenwood's kind of crawled back in. That's good for Dylan, the senior catcher over there. He's almost struggles the word, but hasn't been hitting the ball as well as he'd like. We've talked about his defensive catching prowess. Figure the Bulldogs will come back and win over there. They just almost have to. Both these squads need to sweep here, the Panthers and Lady Panthers. Your postseason can be in jeopardy if you don't sweep these games. You don't want to split against teams that you just have to beat. And I figure softball will. Although I do like this pitcher. Be curious to see if she goes both games. Here's Paige Pugh, our first baseman. I believe Paige throws left. I think I saw her with a right-handed glove on over there earlier. Paige flied out to center to end the first inning, her first time up. Right-handed bat. And here it is. Inside ball 1. A little staticky. Hopefully it's not coming through. And this one's lifted to right, but it's going to slice foul out of play. Now it's gone. Whatever y'all did, that worked. 1 ball, 1 strike to Paige Pugh. First baseman. And Samarin spins it on the right hip into the glove, and then here we come. Upstairs, 2-1. Brianna Taylor on deck, the DP, third baseman. Upstairs, 3-1 now to Paige Pugh. Four to 1, Lady Bulldogs lead here in the bottom of the fourth. And take your base just inside, home plate blue said. It's close. Here's Bree Taylor, who's playing third base. And the courtesy runner. No, that's a pinch runner. Number 10, Piper Pitts, coming in to pinch run. Piper Pitts, one of my favorites, a freshman. There's a rip right out of the gate. Nice from Bree Taylor into left field, a single. And first and second for the Lady Bulldogs. They've got something brewing here in the bottom of the fourth. Nobody out. And Saki's going to bring the flex in to run for the DP, he said. So that's going to put Natalie Horn into run. And here it comes to McAdams. Tried to square to bunt. The ball was way short. Ball 1. Well, 1-0's not there. 2-0. Yeah. Natalie Horn over at first. I'm making sure it wasn't a 27. Thought my lineup might have been wrong. Here it comes. She squared a bunt, pulled back on ball 3. Alma beat Van Buren in softball 5-3 in game 1. Dr. Smith bringing in an update. They're playing quick over there, I guess, or maybe they started early. Squared a bunt, pulled back, and takes called strike number 1 to the Greenwood pitcher, Haley McAdams. She flied out to right her first time up. She's 0 for 1 today. Runners at first and second. That's upstairs and another walk. So the Dogs on the pond. And a courtesy runner for the catcher. Or the pitcher, rather. You say Ella Williams? No, the courtesy runner. And a base hit for Nichols. That's going to score 1. Saki's bringing home the second run. No tag applied. Trying to get to third, and out at third is our courtesy runner, one of them. Yeah, Lily Williams. So she's out at third, who was running for McAdams. But 2 runs scored. It's a couple of RBI for Taylor Nichols. Morgan squaring to bunt. bag is swiped. Called strike. 2 runs across for the Lady Bulldogs. Couple of singles. A runner, though, cut down. And there's one in the air to right from Cooper and tagging clean and taking third base. So there's 2 outs now. Here's Cutsinger swinging away first pitch. This one's the center field and over the center fielder's head for a stand-up triple. Cutsinger on her horse, and Saki's going to hold her up at third. RBI for Macy Cutsinger. Triple. Beautiful. Second triple of the afternoon for the Lady Bulldogs. Now here's Cartwright as Greenwood has opened it up a bit with 3 in the fourth here. 7-1. The first one to Cartwright is called strike. Samarin in the circle still, trying to get one more out. That one's low. 1-1. Seven to 1 Lady Bulldogs here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's Cartwright waiting on the 1-1. Swings and fouls it back out of play. 1-2. Like to get Cutsinger in. The more runs, the merrier. I talked about a 10 after 5 run rule. Change up, stayed upstairs. 2-2. Cartwright with an RBI ground out and a walk, scored a run in the third inning. There's a right rocket to the right or left center gap. No problem. She's at second base. No problem. Heading to third. Never checked up. Easy triple for Maddie Cartwright and an RBI. Back-to-back RBI triples for the Lady Bulldogs. Cutsinger and Cartwright. And we're having a little fun now here at Lady Bulldog Diamond. 8-1 and Charlie Taylor. Saki's up talking to home plate blue. Not sure what the conversation was about. But here's Charlie Taylor, the Lady Bulldogs left fielder, a triple, a single, RBI, scored a run. And that one's inside for ball 1. No action that I can see of any kind of bullpen work for Siloam. Ride Samarin all the way, I guess. Here's a ball 2 to Taylor. We got Charlie Taylor, Brianna Taylor, Taylor Nichols. All over the place. Chopper right back to the pitcher. Samarian over to first base. And that'll do it for the bottom of the fourth. But we had a lot of fun. For sure. 2, 3, 4 hits, 4 runs, 1 left on base. And the Lady Bulldogs open it up here after 4 innings. Greenwood 8, Siloam Springs 1. We're on YouTube, and it's Greenwood Sports Center. We are back. Jalen Avery will lead it off for Siloam. She's their designated player. RBI single, her first time up. She got Downing in, who doubled out to right field. 8-1. First pitch swinging this time is into the net for Jalen Avery. Strike one. McAdams back to work in the circle for Greenwood. Inside, 1-1. I think everyone is defensively the same. We haven't had any changes. This one's up and out of play, fouled out to the right side over the Greenwood dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Like I said, it's my first time to see the girls play this year. And you see shift over to the right side and swing and a miss from the center fielder out there. Jalen Avery goes down swinging. That's out number 1. Here's Morgan Williamson, their first baseman. Yeah, pretty impressed with this McAdams pitching for a sophomore. Obviously, has a couple of years left to grow. Will improve, but she's solid right now. That one's back into the net. Fastball fouled, strike 1. Top of the 5th. Right-handed bat, Williamson grounded out to the pitcher to end the second inning. Nasty changeup, just missed. 1-1. Woo. Boy, you saw a humongous change in speeds that time from McAdams. And that's in there for a called strike. The blonde ponytail, when he gets a swinging out like that on the pivot, you know they're feeling it. You've seen those pitchers whip the hair around. There's 2-2. That one's inside. Reaches down, gets a little dirt on the right hand. Humid out there a bit with the storms in the area. Here's the 2-2. And that's a little flare to Coop. She gobbles it up at second, over to first. Yep, Ireland Cooper. She's been active at second base. They've had some struggles at second base defensively thus far. I've kept up with the team, haven't seen them play. But tonight, Coop's been fantastic so far. 8-1 Greenwood leads, and now Kaylee Castaneda. Chopper towards McAdams. She'll field it at the pitcher's circle, over to first, no problem. 3 up, 3 down for Greenwood here in the 5th. Middle of the inning, 8-1. Doubleheader today. We'll stay right here and probably have, what do they do, about 20 minutes between games, 25. So we'll take a break for you. And when this one concludes, which could be sooner than later, 3 runs here and it's over. In the bottom of the 5th, that's the name of the game. The run rule. Yeah. It's a fettuccine Alfredo. Wow, I mean, it's been a great day. Great day to be a Bulldog. It always is. It'll be Tori Howard, Paige Pugh, Brianna Taylor here in the bottom of the 5th. As the Lady Bulldogs look to get above 500, they swept Russellville to start the year in conference play. Van Buren came in here and swept the Lady Bulldogs, which I don't remember the last time Van Buren had beat us in softball, much less swept us in conference play. And then they went to Valonia and got a key split down there as they'd lost game 1 last week and came back and won game 2. Got them to 3-3 in conference. Here's Tori Howard now. She's 0 for 2. She's got an RBI. And rips the first pitch to dead center field, and it's over the head and off the fence for a double for Tori Howard. That's how we do it. Absolutely. sit dead red on that first pitch. You know, pitchers like to get ahead in the count. Always told my daughter, some of their coaches always said, take the first one. I said that you may not get a better pitch. For sure in baseball, you see a fastball. If you watch that fastball and you don't take it and you're behind in the count, then you got to watch a bunch of junk pitches, same as in softball. And they'll start throwing change-ups and rise balls and sinkers and screw balls and all that junk. You got to stand on the fastball. Here's Paige Pugh. Same thing, rips this one to left field. Right at the left fielder, though, who has no trouble, drifts back a couple of steps and makes the catch for Pugh, out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. I need to find me a roster. We've got another runner on for Howard out there. I don't have a roster. Riley Rothkar. Good. Here's Bree Taylor at the plate and ball 1 to her. And this ball's in the air. Saki with a nice read. He's got Rothkar on her horse immediately at contact. Good job from Ronnie to read that ball. Going to be getting down in left field, and it's an RBI. Well, I don't know if they'll give her a single or a double on that. She moved up to second as the throw came in. Either way, for Taylor, it's nice. The flex is Natalie Horn going to come in and run for her. We'll give her a double. So, a new batter. Riley Cowart batting for the pitcher. And she takes ball 1. Fouls this one back. Nice cut from Cowart. Nine to 1, Greenwood leads. Needing 2 more runs. There's 1 out. The ball's in the dirt. 2-1. Cowart at the plate represents the winning run if she can get on base. With Horn out at second now, the flex player came in to run for Breonna Taylor. Way outside, 3-1. Clouds start to darken a bit, or thicken up, I guess. So the clouds don't get dark, it's just shadow. For those of you that don't know anything about weather. Chopper towards second, got through the hole, and that's going to score Horn no problem. And the Greenwood Lady Bulldogs lead 10-1 now, and a nice job of hitting their pinch hit from Cowart. She's got an RBI single, and she represents the game-winning run over there. And now Taylor Nichols, the Greenwood catcher. Nichols is 2 for 2, a couple of singles, a couple RBI. And this one's ripped to center field. The center fielder was burned. It's off the wall. Can Cowart get there? She's around second. Saki's going to hold her up and not make that out at home. Nice job there, but a double for Taylor Nichols. And a beautiful 3 for 3 afternoon here in game 1 for the Greenwood catcher. Here's Ireland Cooper. We're going to courtesy run for the catcher. And that's Morgan Corriette. The winning run's 60 feet away. Greenwood leading 10-1 now, bottom of the 5th. Can Coop get her in there? And she rips one to center. It's going to be deep enough to tag, and she does. The sac fly is golden, and that will be the ball game. The Lady Bulldogs are going to run rule Siloam 11-1 here in game 1 on a 3 for 3 day from Taylor Nichols. And well done for Coop with the sac fly RBI. And the Lady Bulldogs take care of business here as they should have. And hopefully will again here in game 2 11-1. A run rule win for the Lady Bulldogs. They go to 4-3 in conference, 9-7 overall. The Lady Panthers drop to 2-14 and 0-6 in conference. Let's see here. Just quickly looking, Cutsinger scored all 3 times. She was not out at all today. Reached on a couple errors, had a triple. Cartwright with a walk and a triple, 2 RBIs, a triple for Charlie Taylor, and a single. She had an RBI and scored a run. RBI for Howard and a double. Taylor was 2 for 3, our DP, an RBI double. McAdams helped herself out. She walked once and an RBI single. Nichols was outstanding today, 3 for 3, 2 RBI and a double. So, Lady Bulldogs swinging the bats here in Game 1. We'll take about a 20-minute break and get you ready for Game 2. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Tim Terry. Hopefully you can stick around. If not, switch over and watch some of the boys if they're still going here as they'll finish up in the baseball game right now across the way. But we'll be back in about 20 minutes for Game 2 of this doubleheader in the 5A West. Lady Bulldogs and Lady Panthers. Greenwood wins Game 1 11-1. Thank you to Brian Vaughn for producing Game 1. And we'll see you back here shortly on Greenwood Sports Center.